In today's video, I'll be playing a full grand challenge going all the way from 0 to 12 wins using the best Elixir Golem deck in the game right now. Let's get started and get into the first match here. So, I haven't done a video on Elixir Golem in a while, and it has kind of come back in the meta with the Evolved Barbarians, and the Elixir Collector pairs very well with E-Golem now. So because this deck has Elixir Collector, you're going to want to play this a little bit more passively than some other E-Golem variants where you're going to be going in for tons of pushes in single Elixir. And of course, like I always mention, but just a reminder, even if you don't have the Evolved Barbarians, you can still use this deck inside of Grand Challenges, Classic Challenges, and Royal Tournaments if you want to. And I figured E-Golem is just a pretty fun deck to play. It is pretty toxic, don't get me wrong, but when you're the one actually using it, it's quite fun to use, I have to say. Probably a top 3 most fun deck to use yourself in the game. I mean, when you're playing against it, sometimes that can be a different story, which is why so many people hate playing against E-Golem. That I do know, but we're the ones using it. So we're going to go for an Elixir Collector here. He's got the Elixir Collector as well. I have to say, very strange deck on his end thus far. He's got a lot of just kind of support cards. He hasn't really shown his win condition yet, but we see he's just got I don't know, he's just got Ice Wizard, E-Wiz in the same deck, which already is a little strange, and then he has the Golem. Okay, so that's what it is. I was wondering, like, what his win condition is if he has the Elixir Collector, but Golem kind of makes sense with the pump, but the cards he has with it, I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense. But after all, we are at the very first game here inside of a Grand Challenge, and typically that is when you're going to face these off-meta decks, so we'll see how we do against it. So defending this Golem push shouldn't be too difficult. We're going to Rage this up here. You can kind of mess around with the spells if you want to. I will say the Rage, though, you probably are going to want to have in the deck. But if you want to experiment and try having Fireball in the deck instead of arrows, you can do that. But I find it's really nice to have arrows, especially when you're playing against, like, Firecracker, or even if you're against bait cards. It's just really nice to have. So we're setting up another push in the back. We already pretty much took his tower, so I'm pretty convinced at this point that we're probably, you know, going to be able to win this pretty easily here. It is game 1, though, so maybe not too unexpected, to be fair. We're going to Rage everything up, and then I'm going to go for another Elixir Golem. Essentially, any deck that doesn't have any just, like, DPS or Splash, let's put it that way, Splash for the E-Golem, they just have a really hard time dealing with it. We didn't even use our Evolved Barbs yet. We might as well go for them now. We go for the kill here, and yeah, he just has no way of defending the Golem pushes. He just couldn't do anything. He doesn't have, like, a poison or stuff like Baby Dragon, stuff like that where you just have a hard time taking out, can be annoying, but he didn't have any of those splash units like Executioner, anything like that. Those are some of the key cards that give you some trouble when you're the one running E-Golem. So hopefully we don't run into too many of those, but even if we do, we might be able to outplay it anyway. But when they don't have any of those things, it's just a free win after free win oftentimes. So that's why E-Golem sometimes is a little bit matchup dependent, but some decks are like that. That's just how it is. At the end of the day, every deck is kind of like that to some degree, but some more than others. So this guy's got the Goblin Hut. That's a very interesting card, not one that you see all the time. We're going to get E-Drag going here, same lane as the Rascals. It does pretty decent against them. So he's running a Baity deck. He might have Graveyard as well, especially now that we see the Poison. This Graveyard deck with the Hut was actually kind of decent. It used to be, and then it kind of fell out. So we're just going to get a Rage probably going on top of the Rascals here. I think on the right, we're going to have the healer take care of that, so we'll be A-okay. And because his Poison's out of cycle, I think I'm going to go for an Elixir Collector. Depending on what he does, I mean, we'll see, but I think I should just Collector here. I have the Evo Barb, so if he decides to go for a Graveyard, chances are I should be able to defend it okay with the Evolved Barbs. I mean, we might take a lot of damage, but it's alright. We'll kind of see what he wants to do. So he is, in fact, going to go in for the Graveyard. I'm actually, instead of playing the Evolved Barbs, just going to E-Drag here. I might even be able to get a healer off, which will end up keeping the E-Drag alive. It's going to hit the egg as well, so that's really solid. I'm actually going to go for an Elixir Golem here. I think we already won. When they go in really aggressively in single Elixir with a Graveyard, and you counter push off of it, it's pretty much impossible for them to defend, and sure enough, that is exactly what happens. So that's why you don't really want to go Graveyards in singles super aggressively, especially because we had a pump down. If anything, he should have maybe tried to go for a Graveyard in the left to try to deal with the pump a little bit from the Graveyard, but He went for a Gob Hut. Now at this point, this is going to be a 3 crown. I think there's pretty much no way he's defending this. Yeah, it's over, like I called it. There's just no way, especially after playing that Gob Hut. So 2-0, very good start so far. I guess nothing super surprising because early on, so it's only going to get harder from here. All right, well, we're in our next one here against Lols, it looks like. All right, so we got the Night Witch, we got the E-Drag. We could just chill for a bit. Well, Recruits first play, so we'll go Night Witch. Elixir Golem actually does very good against Recruits. I have to say, it's actually probably one of the best counters against them because the Night Witch specifically gives them a ton of trouble, as well as the Evo Barbs, actually. You have a very nice counter most of the time. I'm going to go Arrows here. That should be adequate enough. Unfortunately, though, he did go Recruits first play. That's a little bit of a bummer. I would have liked to have my Barbs available for them, but it's alright. Let's see what he wants to do here. He's just going to Snowball. I'm going to Pump Up. I thought he was going to activate the King Tower. That's why I thought he was waiting, but he just ended up... Ooh, this is a little problematic, especially if this balloon takes out the pump. I really hope it doesn't. Okay, that's actually really bad. This is really bad. I'm not even gonna lie. This is really, really bad. I need to do something kind of weird here. I'm gonna go E-Golem and Barbarians and just pray that he has a hard time defending them. I don't know. It's a kind of a desperation push, but to be fair, it might not be that bad. That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage, to be fair, but I don't know. I don't know if that was really the call. I don't know. This is going to be a little bit stressful. I mean, we definitely can win, but I'm not liking this situation. We can win, though. I'm telling you, when we get a massive E-Golem push going, he is going to have a really, really challenging time defending it. It's just a matter of if we can defend his next balloon and everything. I think we got to get a Night Witch down for sure. So he is going to go for the split Skelly Drags. Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to get arrows going on top of that. And let's see. Okay, we're going to get... We need to go E-Golem in the back right now for sure. And we're going to get a push going. We need to go in here, get something going. We are going to have a really nice, I feel like, Elixir lead. And on top of that, the other kind of nice thing we got going for us is we got the Evo Barbs, and his Evo Recruits are not in hand, obviously. He just went for that. Okay, we're going to rage this up. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he can defend this. This is what I was talking about. The E-Golem pushes are just really difficult for him to defend. Now, I'm going to wait and be careful, cautious, because I don't want to spend too much Elixir in case he decides to be sneaky and go in for like a Lumber Loon or something like that. So we do have to be very cautious about that. But this is looking very nice. I'm going to actually go in here. We're going to get a push going for the King as well as for the Arena Tower. So we're distracting both towers here. We're going to rage this up. I think we got him. I'm telling you guys, the Recruits are not that good against defending the E-Golem. And you're seeing this right now. And a large part of it is just because the Night Witch, the healer, everything just does really good against them. So we got to keep up the spam here. Like, we just got to keep spamming. Arrow this, and this should potentially do it. I don't know. I mean, that's actually really annoying. We were so close. We almost had it, but now, well, hold on. This is, come on. Oh, boy, this is annoying. It's like we were so close. It's, how about that, maybe we'll get a Collector going. I'm gonna get a Healer going here. We're gonna arrow this. Well, this is just lovely. It's really coming down to the wire here. This is Clash Royale, though, for you. This is how this game just... It be like this sometimes. We're gonna rage this up. I think we got it. Wow, was that a stressful match. We won. Oh my gosh, thank goodness we won. But that was stressful. Holy cow. I mean, wow. That deck, though, to be fair, that he's using is very, very good. I just made a video on that, a ladder video. Alright, well, we're in our next one here against Mr. G. So, we do have the Barbarians in our starting hand. We're just going to go ahead and play those. He's got Gob Barrel. Logbait is not commonly seen too often in this meta, so... I'm gonna be a little curious to see what variation he has. If he's got the Inferno, this is gonna be quite a decent matchup for us. If he has a different variation with like the cannon, the Tesla, it's going to be a bit harder, especially if he has a bomb tower for whatever reason. But if he has the Inferno, I'm liking this matchup because Inferno does not do good at all against E-Golem. So, oh boy. Wait, no way. Are we actually going to get a free win? I think he disconnected. I actually think he disconnected. I'll see if he comes back, but I'm just going to be under the assumption this is just a disconnection and a free win. If he doesn't do anything in well, at this point, I'll tell you, even if he comes back, it's already over, this massive Elixir lead. All right, well, it's a free win. I don't know if I should cut this out or not, but I don't know. Well, clearly it's just going to be a 3 crown. He dipped. I don't know if he lost connection or maybe his mom took his phone or he just got busy. Whatever the case is, I'll take it. Not something you see every day, that's for sure. Especially in a Grand Challenge that you actually have to pay for. So he even gives us the well played. Sarcastic, I'm sure. But so he's back, but too little too late. Potentially, maybe he just knew it was E-Golem and maybe he didn't disconnect. Maybe he just, it was so toxic it made him leave, which could be another reason to use the deck. It just pisses people off so much that you don't even have to play. You're just going to end up winning anyway. So that's pretty funny. Well, either way, we're a third of the way through here. He's going to go for a Barb Barrel, so we're just going to get a Night Witch going, and from there, see what he wants to do. So he's got the Skelly Drags, so Skelly Drags Barb Barrel. I mean, probably a good chance he's running Golem or something like that. Royal Hogs, very interesting. Was not expecting that, I'll tell you that. We'll go for, yeah, the E-Drag here. Hopefully that locks on the healer, so we take a little... Oh, wow, that's... E-Drag went in the... I thought it was going to end up going in the left lane. If it did, I was going to consider going E-Golem, but didn't entirely, so... That's alright. Let's actually go for a Elixir Collector here and see what he wants to do. If he decides to go Recruits, I'm just going to try to get Barbarians on top of those. It should be adequate enough. Ooh, that was kind of bad. I was waiting for the... I wanted the Flying Machine to cross over. It didn't, sadly, but to be fair, that's going to be okay. Like, I mean, he's going to get some damage, but this is actually, guys, like I said, Recruits is generally going to be a good matchup for E-Golem. I think this variation especially... I'm really liking this matchup just because the E-Drag is going to be so obnoxious for him, especially if he doesn't have a Fireball. If he has the Fireball Arrow combination, it might be a little tricky, but even then, we could bait out the arrows and the Fireball, like he uses it on the Night Witch, and then I use the E-Drag, so it'll work either way, I think. But he's actually got a Barb Barrel. I just realized he has Barb Barrel. Wait, so this is a great matchup. We literally, it's over. I just won right here. It's already over. I'm sorry. I feel bad for this guy, but it's completely over already. I'm gonna go for the Evo Barbs instead of the healer because he just used his Fireball, and this is just gonna be a 3 crown. It's done. We don't even have to do anything else. Both my hands are up. We're chilling, as you can see, and I mean, you know, hey, I gotta be toxic. Gotta do the no hands thing to be fair, because we are running E-Golem, so gotta do it to him. Alright, 5-0, so almost halfway through now. Alright, well, we're against Lalo here, so let's see what our starting hand's looking like. We do have the Barbarians. We'll go for Barbs in the back. Sin classes. Is he saying no classes, so he doesn't have school right now? Maybe that's what he means. I entiendo un poco español. Alright, well, we'll go Night Witch, same lane as the Bowler here. Bowler is very good against E-Golem, so I am a little concerned about this. We're going to get a Rage going, and then we're going to Arrow. We got to take out this Mother Witch. You don't want that to stay alive when it's coming in, same lane as the Night Witch. We're going to have just a ton of bats coming in here. This is actually going to be kind of ridiculous. So, wow, yeah, that is... It forced a NATO out of him. We're going to pump here. He's got an... I don't know what this is. He's got a NATO, a Lightning. What the heck? Okay, so... Yeah, he might be running E-Golem. Just some funky variation, because he has the Mother Witch, which is kind of odd. You know, that's not typically what you see. So, depending on what he does, I might try to go in for a push here. I have my Evolved Barbs, so I know I can pretty much defend his counter push really easily, so I'm not really that worried about that. We're just going to get a Rage going, and he's going to go for a defensive E-Giant, which is, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that play, actually. I think it's going to wind up not actually being that good. And also the Mother Witch is going in the other lane. I don't know why he... Okay, well, I can just ignore that Mother Witch, I guess. So, yeah, this is completely fine. And then he still has to deal with the healer. So, yeah, I mean, let's just go for a pump here. If he decides to lightning it, I'm fine with that, because then I can just use my E-Drag on defense, and then the Evo Barbs. If he goes E-Giant, and... Okay, well, yeah, there we go. Let's just go E-Drag now, and we'll see what he does. This is going to be kind of interesting. I actually am kind of tempted to just go Barbs here because he just used his Bowler. He's not going to be back to it for a while. We're going to arrow all that and then go for a Rage. So the Rage hits the Evo Archers and the tower. And he's going to go for a defensive E-Giant again. He kind of, like, I don't know. He's kind of doing that out of desperation, I feel like. Like, it's not something he wants to do. It's more so he has to. He's not going to get the tower. It's going to be quite close, though. It's not lightning range, to be fair. So he's in a bit of a pickle right now. I'd, you know, be lying if I said he wasn't. We are going to arrow all that, and I feel like I honestly... Yeah, okay, that's completely fine. I'm going to rage the Mother Witch, though. That's just obnoxious. Yeah, so we're chilling. He kind of actually overcommitted a bit, since he already had the tower anyway. Okay, that actually really sucks that he went Bowler. That kind of was annoying. I think we're okay here, though, to be fair. I actually think, yeah, I actually think we're probably okay. This is going to be a really difficult counter push for him to deal with. I'm not saying he can't, but it's gonna be a rough counter push that he has to deal with. So let's see if we win off of this push. I'm just gonna Eagle him in the pocket here. And, yeah, let's see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's going to Bowler, so I think we just try to overwhelm. He goes NATO. We're going to need heals for sure. We're going to get arrows going. This might be too much for him. I don't know. Even with that defensive E-Giant, I don't know, bro. This is a lot of heal. This is a lot of heal. Look at this. Like, when you have 2 healers down, I feel like oftentimes it's just often over. It really just sometimes feels that way. If we can get a 3rd healer down, everything just stays alive forever, pretty much. I don't know. This is pretty chaotic at this point. I don't know. He somehow stayed alive, but, like, it's not going to be too much longer. There we go. It was inevitable. Wait a minute. No, we didn't win yet. Come on. I hate when this happens, where you're running Eagle and it's just like, oh, man. It's like, you just need, like, a little more, just, like, ever so more pressure, and it's just, ah, man. Okay, well, there we go, 6-0, so we're officially at the halfway point now. It's only going to get more challenging. So far, things have kind of been kind of a cruise, you know? Not, like, super easy, but hasn't been anything too challenging yet, but I imagine that'll probably change potentially now. So, split Barbs first play. I don't really mind doing that. So, he went for the Knight. I don't remember him it having the Evo thing above it. So, that means he probably has another evolution. He's got the Knight, the Log, the Ice Spirit, the Fireball. So, this guy might be running, I don't know. He's probably running Expo, if I had to take a guess, just because of what he's played so far. I'm gonna go healer here. He's got the archers. Okay. Well, I'm gonna arrow these 100%, and then we're kind of gonna see what he does, I guess. We maybe get like a rage going here. And then probably pump up again. I don't know. I think that should be fine. I don't really know if he can ignore the pump and just go Expo. I feel like he has to Fireball them, because if he doesn't, it's just going to be kind of bad for him, especially because I can go E-Drag on the Expo, because well, yeah, he already played his Tesla. Okay, so he does that, but, yeah, I don't know, honestly. Like, he got a lot of damage, but to tell you guys the truth, I don't know if, he's going to be able to defend. I mean, like, let's see what happens. I'm not saying he can't, but If he does, I'd be pretty impressed, because we have a pump down, too. So, like, it's just the amount of... what I'm going to do is dual lane pressure. So, essentially, I'm going to get all the stuff in the left here, and then just go Evo Barbs in the right. So, he's going to have to pick and choose what he wants to fireball. And now, when he goes in for his... ooh, yeah, that actually sucks, because now I don't have anything for the Evo Archers. Let's just collect her again. He probably will defend. Yeah, I needed my Rage and cycle for the Evo Archers. That was a bit sad to witness, I have to say. I'm going to go healer here. And then I think I'm just going to E-Golem, go E-Drag, and we'll probably be okay. This is, yeah, yeah, we're fine here for sure, defending this Expo. And then we're probably just going to want to pump up again. That's probably our best bet here. Like, if we just keep getting pumps down, we're probably going to be fine and be able to overwhelm him in triple, hopefully. That's kind of the goal anyway. So let's get a healer down and see what he wants to do. Okay, so he does decide to actually go for his Expo. We'll go E-Drag here. And let's see. He does that. So let's get Barbs going. And we're going to pump up again, actually. We're really going to need as many pumps down as possible. Especially as we get into... When we get into triple, we're going to need to have as many pumps down as possible. Like, as possible. Physically possible. We need as many down. So, in fact, I'm even going to play another. This might be the last pump of the game, but the pump needs about 1 minute and 10 seconds. So, I think that's going to be the last pump I play. From this point on, we're just pressuring. We're pressuring, pressuring, pressuring. He did that. I'm going to try to punish him for that. We're going to go all in here. And then, let's see. We're going to get E-Drag going in this lane. We're going to split the Evo Barbs like this time. And then go E-Golem like this. Go for a Night Witch. And here we go. Here we go. This is the dual lane pressure I feel like we need. Hopefully we're able to overwhelm him. I'm really hoping we can. If not, then... that's a big rip, and I guess props to him for defending, to be fair. But this is not... this is kind of war at this point. This is war, believe me. I'm gonna have to arrow those. I have to say those damn Evo Archers are kind of a pain to deal with. The fact that the arrows do not take them out is not fun, I have to say. Not fun. And I feel like he's sadly going to be able to defend this unless we're able to get the overwhelm going here. Oh, we might have gotten it somehow, some way. Oh, wow, we got it. Last second, potentially. Oh, boy, I think we got it. Wow, that was... whew, I was getting nervous, but sometimes that's all it takes. Just gotta keep spamming, so... there we go. That was stressful. I like how I said it was stressful, but I was just spamming relentlessly. That's kind of all I was doing. Okay, well, there we go. I mean, it shows you sometimes you do need to have a little bit of patience, but at the end of the day, you just still do the same thing in the end. You just got to try to accumulate a Elixir lead. Alright, well, we're against Grace here, so this is surprisingly going pretty dang well. I thought we would have had a little more trouble, even so far, even though we're not in the later wins yet, because... there are some things that you have a really challenging time against when you're running E-Golem. So, I'm just going to chill here. I don't need to cycle anything. There's really no need. He is going to go Night Witch, or excuse me, Ice Golem, so I just went Night Witch. He's got the Little Prince, so, yeah, I don't know what this is just yet. He might be running, yeah, actually, I don't really know. We're gonna find out, though, soon enough, I guess. He might actually be using, yeah, I actually don't know what the heck he's using. It's probably Hog, but yep, there's the Hog. Well, oh god, we might have lost, potentially, because of the Evo. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think we lost here, especially because he probably has Earthquake. Yeah, I had to cycle to my Rage. That's pretty depressing, not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. I mean, the one good thing I got going for me, to be fair, is probably the fact that, I think if anything, if there's anything positive, is the fact that he doesn't really have anything for, like, the E-Drag and all that stuff, so potentially, like, I'm not saying there's a high chance of this, but if we could, like, somehow overwhelm him, like, and he just can't defend, then it's, like, maybe, but it's not, I don't know, it's not looking all that hot right now. You know, I'll tell you guys, it's not looking too good. I think we're just gonna have to go all out in the left here. It's pretty much our only play. We got to go opposite lane of the. Oh, he's got a fireball. Yeah, forget it. It's over. Sadly, it's yeah. It's not looking good. I hate to say it. I think this is just our first L here. Yeah, especially with that. Yeah, it's over. Especially because he had a fireball. Our actually only saving grace would have been... yeah, that's funny. His name's Grace, and I said saving grace. Not intentional. Okay. Anyway, that's going to be GG. Our first L, unfortunately. That's a toughie, for sure. I mean, I'm not saying it's, like, impossible. There's some scenarios you'd, like, maybe be able to win, but... The fact he's got Fireball, too, helps him defend. That was, like, my only opportunity. Him having EQ, just stacking everything, like the barbs and the E-Drag, but sadly, couldn't make it happen. So, alright, well, we only got one loss, so it's not really the end of the world. Not yet, anyway. If we end up getting a second loss, then it might be a bit of a different story. He's got Skellies, so, see what this guy's got going on over here. Alright, well, potentially similar deck, because he's got the Ice Spirit as well as the Evo Skellies. I'm going to go Healer, and, it's got arrows. That's quite interesting. Not sure what this is yet. Musketeer, okay. Well, I'm going to split the Barbarians and see kind of what he wants to do. This might be like a balloon deck, now that I think about it, because he has... Yeah, that is what it's looking like, and I think that might be kind of unfortunate, but, let's see. He's gonna go Skellies. I don't know if he's gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna have to rage that 100%. This is, probably gonna be quite a challenging matchup, especially if, I don't know, this is gonna be tough, I would say. Well, let's pump up, I guess, and go from there. I don't know if he's got a miner, actually. Alright, well, he probably doesn't, because he just did that, so... I'm actually not gonna arrow it, I was thinking about it. The nice thing is I don't think, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's going to take my tower. Also, I don't think he has a bomb tower as well. Oh, of course, he does. Yep. That's lovely. That is, yep, kind of just what I needed right now. Him having a bomb tower. That's, well, that's... just fantastic, isn't it? Two healers, though, coming in hot. Oh, boy. Hold up, we might have something cooking here. Oh my gosh, hold on. This is kind of crazy, I don't know what just happened. Oh my gosh, he's getting overwhelmed. He's getting overwhelmed. No way. It's over. Oh my gosh. No shot. How did that happen? Eagle, I'm just doing its magic, I guess. Wow. That is wild. Even if the balloon got a connection, we were kind of on pace to getting the 3 crown there. Holy moly. It's crazy how quick things just change. Like, tides change when you run in Eagle. So we're 8-1 now. We're 2/3 of the way through. Wow, that was clutch. Alright, we're against Rada Man here. So we got Night Witch, we got E-Drag. Let's see if, he wants to do anything, because likely if not, I'm just going to wait. I mean, I could cycle a Rage, to be fair. I think that might be better anyway, so we have Golem in my starting hand. So then, it's like if it gets to double, I can just go Eagle on first play, but he's going to go Archers, okay. He's got Bowler. Well, there's probably a pretty decent chance that he's running E-Giant, so I'm going to go ahead and E-Drag, same lane as the Bowler. Kind of a shame I don't have my Pump and Cycle, because, yeah, I had a feeling he was going to do that, so that actually really sucks. I'm not going to lie, I hate when that happens. I'm going to healer over there and then go Barbarians. That should clean up nicely. So he's actually not using E-Giant, it's Gob Giant. Good to know, good to know. Get those healed up, which is solid. That is very annoying, though, that little Prince. I'm going to have to Rage my tower, I think. Even with that, though, this is just not going to be fun to deal with, is it? Oh, well, actually, he screwed up a bit. Well, I mean, he didn't screw up because he got extra damage because of that, but I didn't end up having to commit any more Elixir, which is really nice. I'm definitely going to go for a Collector here, and if he decides to go all in and pressure me, I'm going to take a ton of damage, but I don't know. I have a feeling... Okay, I'm just going to arrow that. So now if he decides to go in, I'll have my Barb, so I highly doubt he's going to do that. Yeah, he's just going to split the Archers. Okay, so let's see what he wants to do here. I might just straight up cycle my E-Drag and go from there. Because if he wants to Lightning that, I'm kind of completely fine with that. Alright, let's go Battle Healer. And then if he decides to go Bowler, I'm going to go, yep, opposite lane here with the pressure. You can't play into the Bowler. You can't do it. We're going to Collector here. Sometimes it's fine to Collector even when you're going in for an Eagle and push. You got to do it sometimes. You got to do what you got to do. Gonna get a nice arrow Rage going here. That's pretty solid. Can't complain with that. Get a Night Witch going. And then, what do we want to do here, actually? Actually, instead of playing my Evo Barbs, I'm just gonna do that, and then arrow all that, and, yeah, I feel like that Bowler was a little bit of kind of an overcommit, I don't know. I want to actually try to go in here on the counter push. He's got that. I think we're going to get E-Drag going. I think he's screwed. Yeah, he's screwed. Even with the little Prince ability, he's just going to get overwhelmed here 100%. We're going to get another Night Witch going. Even a Bowler won't save him at this point because we got the E-Drag going. A Lightning won't even either. So there we go. That's going to be GG. I oftentimes notice like a lot of the Lightning decks do pretty bad against E-Golem, because even though the Lightning's good against the E-Drag, it means they have to pick and choose. Do they want to Lightning the E-Drag or the Pump? And then, of course, they have the problem of the Evo Barbs to deal with as well. So, just like that, that puts us at 9-1. We found the game immediately. We're against Zoe here. So, 3 more to go. We can still give up another life. Hopefully, though, we can at least win at least 1 or 2 more before we do. Ideally, though, we could just get 12-1. That would be pretty cool as well. So, I mean, that would be the ideal scenario. Let's just Rage, and he's going to go for the Royal Hogs. That's a bit unfortunate. I don't have my Barbs in cycle. I haven't a lot of these games had, like, an ideal starting rotation for what they do, but sometimes that's just how it is, you know? It is what it is, right? So he's going to go for the Archer Queen. Let's see what he wants to do. I kind of just... I'm going to pump up. I just want to make sure he's got an EQ. I kind of already know he does, but it's just going to confirm it, obviously. Yeah, he does, so that was... You know, that was kind of expected. I'll just go Barbs here. Okay, that really sucks. He was able to get the Queen ability off again. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter that much, because the Barbs would have been ridiculously easy for him to defend anyway, but... I don't know. I'm just going to wait for him now. We can definitely win this. We actually, unlike the Hog game, if you guys remember the Hog Fireball game, because this guy has Earthquake, we can definitely overwhelm if we play things smart. We could go all in, and I don't know. Like, it's possible. Let's just put it that way. Like, it might not be easy, but it's certainly possible. So, trying to think. We're definitely not going to be able to use our, like, the one thing that really sucks is I can't use my pump again. That's pretty much just pointless. I'm going to go E-Golem in the other lane, because if he decides to go Royal Hogs, they're just going to go straight into the Evo Barbs. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of what I was saying. Sweet. So that's really good for me. And then we're going to get, I guess, a little bit of opposite lane pressure. He's probably going to be able to use the Queen ability again, though, which really sucks. Like, it's just so obnoxious that, you know, when they use it twice. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you gonna do? Maybe be at dual lane pressure going here. We're gonna rage. Got to make sure we don't miss any of those. That would be deadly. It's not looking too hot right now, I have to say. His queens are kind of getting him a lot of value. We gotta defend this without taking too much damage, if that's even possible. Let's see. I don't know. I think it's over, sadly. There's no way he just lost connection. What? That's the second time that happened this Grand Challenge. What the heck? I swear this isn't staged. What is going on? Alright, here we go. Well, this guy's got a top 28 Royal Tournament finish, so this is a pretty decent player. This is probably going to be our toughest opponent so far, for sure. He's going to go for a Miner first play, so we're going to catch that with a healer. Miner could be a few different things. I mean, he could be using Miner Mortar. We see he's got the wall breakers. Okay, that actually was... Oh, nice. I was going to say those were probably going to connect, but actually they didn't. Thought I was going to get them... Oh. Okay, well this is, Let's go for split barbs here. I don't know what this is, but it seems to me like, he's just running, yeah, that bomb tower cycle deck, so, yeah, I don't know. Let's just Collector here and see what he wants to do. He's probably going to go for a Miner, but, yeah, it's alright. Is what it is, kinda. Gonna go healer here. Boop. Yeah, that works, I guess. The thing is, no matter what, you know, we were gonna have to take damage in single, so it's kind of whatever. We're not really gonna be able to do anything until double, and if he, yeah, this is gonna be a challenging matchup. This guy's got a bomb tower for sure, so we'll see what we can do, though. I'm sure we could still possibly win this. It's just not gonna be easy. All right, well. I'm gonna rage those up, I guess, and then, log. Alright, well, let's just Collector. I mean, he's got the Miner, so is it really gonna do that much, but... Alright, well, we're gonna... Oh, I didn't even catch it. What the heck? I actually can't believe I didn't catch that Miner. Wow, that actually really blows. That really sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this match. I don't know. We'll see what happens though. We'll do our best as always. We'll do our best. We'll make a good effort. Oh man, I keep screwing up. I'm gonna do. I gotta go barbs here. Alright, well, Collector, I guess. You know, actually, because he doesn't have the delivery, I'm starting to kind of wonder if this matchup might not be all that bad. Wait a minute. Why is everything staying alive for eternity? What is happening? Wait, hold up. Wait, what is happening? How are we... Wait, does this guy... Is this guy allergic to playing his poison? The card that actually enables him to defend everything? Because that sure as hell is what it seems like. What was the holdup on the poison? Sir! Why were you afraid of using that poison? I was like starting to wonder if he even had it because of just how long he was waiting to hold off on playing it. I mean, I'll take it. Maybe it's possible that matchup isn't even that bad. I'll tell you though, if he was using the delivery variant, Andreas the boss. All right, well, here we go. We're against another boss. We'll see who comes out on top. I actually know this guy. I'm pretty sure he's a lava player, but because we're playing a grand challenge, he's probably running something else. Because oftentimes the players that normally play a different deck, that play like a main deck on ladder, will run something else in challenges as kind of like a way to help them practice. Like you commonly see that. Okay, well, he's got... Alright, well, he's got the Earthquake, so that already means our pump is going to be practically useless, so that really sucks. But on the plus side, we still have a chance because we can do what we did in that other game. Well, to be fair, he lost connection, so this is going to be hard, but I wouldn't say it's going to be impossible, but it is going to be pretty hard, to be fair. We're just going to have to get Barbs going, probably on the... Yeah, man, is he going to be able to use the ability again? Yeah, let me guess, he probably is. That's just always what happens. I'm going to E-Golem him here, screw it. Yeah, that's not going to be that much damage. Oh, never mind, I forgot about the Archer Queen buff. Well, isn't that lovely? Lovely stuff. We already took... Oh my god, we already lost like half of our tower. That's... You know, that's just fantastic. Oh, goodness. Good thing I didn't miss that on any of them. That's just great, isn't it? That's just lovely. I don't know, bro. This is just... And he really was able to activate it again. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, this is just getting more and more brutal by the second. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't know. We're probably gonna take an L here, but let's see. This is it ain't over till it's over, I suppose. Gonna have to get another healer down, that's for sure. Oh, I'm glad I saved my rage. I was about to play it. Nope, doesn't even matter anyway. Yeah, this is... this is over. I don't think we're getting another disconnection here, sadly. But this is just... It's over. Yep. Yep, it's over, sadly. It's never been more over. He can just kind of do his thing with the pigs. We're pretty much screwed. Hate to say it, but it's just kind of the reality here. Yeah, it's over. I'm not even gonna bother defending that with his Evo Skellies and everything. That's brutal. The only way we probably would have had that is if he got like a disconnect or whatever, but on the plus side, we're not out yet. We're 11-2, but like, my god, man, it always just like it always has to come down to the, like, it really just always has to come down to the wire. Like, that's just always how it is. All right, well, he's gonna go Archers first play. Well, that doesn't tell us a whole lot about what he's using because they are a pretty versatile card. I'm gonna go E-Golem here though, just because he went for the Bandit, and then I guess I'm gonna go for an E-Drag. Alright, well, he's got Little Prince, so this will be interesting. Fireball. Well, I don't actually know yet what this is. Ooh, he's got a Battle Ram, though, and he did kind of just play that when I had Barbs in cycle, so that's quite nice, I have to say. That's quite nice. Pretty content with how that worked out, and, you know what? We could actually just rage that and then probably go for a pump. And I think we're kind of in an A-OK spot right now because he doesn't have his Battle Ram in cycle, so I figured a pump would be... It would be a pretty nice time to go for that pump. And yeah, I'd certainly say that because he went for a fireball on it, and we're going to get a Night Witch going here, and I'm really liking how this match is going so far, I have to say. I'm going to go for an E-Golem, and then I'm going to get an E-Drag down. He used his fireball, so this is going to be probably pretty challenging for him to deal with him not having the fireball in hand. I'm actually unsure how he's going to defend this. I'm not saying he can't, but it's just going to be rather challenging, that's for sure. Especially because we're going to get some nice arrows here on top of the Evo archers. And just like that, we took his tower. So all I got to do is just defend now. And we're kind of going to walk away with the 12 here. Now defending, that's not going to be an easy task. Look at how much damage he just got. Luckily, he didn't take the tower. That's actually huge, because now he still needs to commit a ton of elixir just to taking my tower, right? Just to take my tower, he needs to commit a ton. And the nice thing is that I have my Evo Barb, so it's like, he's not going to be getting it that easy, I'll tell you that much. We could actually play into the right lane here, because he has to go in here. He doesn't have a choice, because Fireball doesn't do enough, so he's in a tricky situation right now, because he has to play in, and his Fireball is just not gonna get the value he needs, and he still needs one more Fireball on top of the tower, so we're just gonna overwhelm him here. And I think at this point, I'm thinking more and more that we probably have ourselves the 12, especially because he had to commit a Fireball on top of the tower, which means his defense is not going to be where it needs to be, and we are going to take the tower, which means we are going to get the 12 win with E-Golem, debatably the most toxic deck in the game, but it is fun to use, and I know a lot of you guys like seeing kind of fairly off-meta decks for these Grand Challenge videos instead of meta decks. A lot of you guys have said that in the comments too, so let's go ahead and open up this chest. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to give this E-Golem deck a try, because clearly it's pretty decent. Thanks again, until next time, guys.